bonjour. It's just a daily one today. I've just obviously just doing the dishwasher, making myself a cup of tea to take in the garden, and then I'm going to take some washing off the line and put some washing on the line, and then I'll have a quick chat. How is everybody? It's a beautiful day here. We are now into the second week of June. I'll probably see another video, but we've been back 3 weeks now from our holiday. Can't believe it. And we're just sort of preparing for our other little break. I don't know if I think I mentioned before in the video, you will have seen by now, that we had booked another break because we saw it come up cheap, and unfortunately, because of the general strikes still happening in France, again we were a bit anxious about getting to the airport and finding our flight had been cancelled, because that's what seems to be happening. They don't seem to be giving a lot of notice, but I suppose that's the thing, isn't it? It's general strikes, and just they're all taking action as and when, and they're not going to tell you, because otherwise there wouldn't be any disruption, would it? We decided, because we thought, oh, we're safe, because we thought, oh, well, the strike's to be done by then, but it's on a Tuesday, and we thought the strike's to be done then, and the strike seemed to be happening on a Thursday. But then we heard from our neighbour that someone he knew had turned up at the airport midweek, at the same airport we're going to, and found that his flight had been cancelled. And I just think it's just, yes, I understand they need to make their point heard, but it's so disruptive. If you've taken time off work, you've paid for these holidays, and then you get there and find that you just can't go. I mean, it's soul destroying. It's horrible. Anyway, so we decided again, rather than move it this time, we just decided, right, we're just not going to fly now, because until we know these strikes are over. So we had to cancel it. I mean, thankfully the airline who was travelling with Voltaire again, the airline have kept the money in an account, as it were, for us for when we want to fly again. So that's something. We might not get it back, but we get it back at a later date. So yes, we cancelled that. Duncan messaged the lady in Croatia in the apartment we were going to be staying in, and she was very understanding. And so hopefully we'll be able to go there another year to the same lady, hopefully, because it looked like it was going to prove to be a lovely stay. So we started looking, because then obviously we've got our hopes up to be going somewhere. So we've started looking to go somewhere in France that we could drive to that strikes wouldn't affect. So we're now going to go for a shorter break, but to the Vendée, which is further south west on the coast. We've been there a couple of times before, and sorry, little flies around. We've been camping there before and really enjoyed it. Oh no, was it camping? Yeah, they're both camping. And this time we're going to stay on a campsite, but it's in what they call a mobile home here, which is a bit like a cabin. And it's got very good reviews. So sadly, I think it's going to cost us more than it would have done to go to Croatia, but hey ho. So we're looking forward to that now. That's actually 2 weeks today. I know we're being greedy, but as I said before, life's too short. So that'll be good. And it's near it's in the Vendée, and there's lots of salt marshes and things nearby. We won't be interested in that because we've been before. We won't be bothering with all of that. But it'd be, if anything, it's going to be nice to be able to just sit around the pool occasionally. Not that Duncan and I will sit still for very long, but we thought we might just sit around the pool and read a book for a bit here and there, and try and relax a bit more this time. You may have noticed I'm in a different position. I was chatting away to you, all of a sudden my camera said, "I'm too hot, I'm switching off." So I've moved into the shade a little bit, which is probably sensible anyway. Yeah, so as I say, we just hope to be able to relax a little bit, read some books. I'm not a swimmer, but I'm actually going to take my swimming costume with me this time as well, because they've got some like flumes, like chutes around next to the pool, and if they don't go into a really deep bit at the end, I might actually give it a go. I hate it because I don't swim. I hate it if it comes down and then goes into a really deep bit, because then I tend to panic and I always think I'm going to drown. But hopefully, yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be good fun. The last time I did anything like that, I think, was in about 2002 or something. We was in America, and we went on the flumes at the hotel we was in the MGM hotel. And it was a really good laugh, actually. I think I might have done it in Ibiza, not sure. But I don't very often, because I'm really, really not a confident person in the water. Yes, anyway, so we're going to have that little holiday. And obviously this one will be in France, so I might be able to show you some of that actually on the proper channel. Alongside this one, you should have been seeing, if you wanted to see, that is the ones from our last holiday. It's been a mission to get them edited, and it's taken a long time, but and I'm still doing it. But I mean, I don't know what it is about me, but it's hard work, but I enjoy it. And it's, again, for me, I'm looking at my holiday all over again, aren't I? So it's good fun. And I'm seeing bits that I didn't even know Duncan had recorded, so that's really nice surprise. Yeah, so anyway, today I've just done a bit of housework. What you didn't see is I've been in next door to strip the beds and take everything out of the gîte, because we've had someone stay for 3 nights. That's the first person this year. A little bit disappointed with how it was left, but hey ho, it can't always be perfect. Sadly, they didn't dispose of the rubbish, and I did find some blood on the sheets, which I'm just hoping it comes out, so it'll be going in the wash as soon as, but I'm just glad I went in when I did, because the longer you leave it, the longer it stains, doesn't it? Anyway, they're really nice people. Didn't see much of them, obviously, because they weren't here very long. They were here to visit the chateau of Dick and Angel Strawbridge, some of you may know. They've been invited there, so we're there for the afternoon on Sunday. Or was it Monday? Might have been Monday. Anyway, so that's that. We've got another guest coming on, I think it's Friday, this Friday. They are people that have been here before. They emailed me and said they'd like to come back again. They came about 5 years ago, and so it'd be nice to see them. Obviously it's been so long I can't remember what they look like, but no doubt when they turn up I'll remember them. So I've got to prepare that on Friday morning for them. It's hard to get back into, because I haven't done it for so long. It's hard to get the mojo going. Well, once it's done, I'm pleased it's all done. Thankfully, Sharon did help me with the last one, because I mentioned before, because I've got a knee injury at the minute, and you probably noticed when I was hanging the washing out, I've got support on, and I just think it's a bit of old age. It's something that I've just got to keep an eye on and not do certain things like twisting and stuff like that, just because it aggravates it. But most of the time now it's okay, and I'm getting some sleep. So anyway, so what else am I doing this week? This is Tuesday. If I can, I'll be doing a bit more editing. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and Sharon and I will be going into La Salle Chateau to meet our friend for a walk there, and I'll have to visit the déchetterie. Both things I'm not going to visit, not record, because they're things I've done before. So it'd be nice to catch up with our friends, and I think we're going to then come back to the village to our bar, because we've got a new proprietor in this bar, and we want to make sure he stays open and he stays busy, as busy as you can be in a quiet village. And so we want to try and frequent there fairly often if we can, like Saturdays pop in for an apéro or coffee or whatever but tomorrow hopefully we'll pop in for a coffee. It's not a really nice man. They're also into very much into eco, encouraging people to be more eco and stuff like that. Then Thursday, what's happening Thursday? Thursday we've got our friends coming over who ordered and have brought over from the UK a new front door for us. So they're bringing that over, and we're then going to go for a lunch in our local auberge. So that will be nice, because they're new proprietors as well. And by all accounts from what our neighbours have said, the food is good. So that'll be good. After that, I'm not quite sure what we'll be doing then. Probably because we'll have had wine with our dinner and probably be falling asleep. And then Friday in the morning we are meeting, they're friends of the channel actually. They have been viewers for a couple of years, and they've bought a house not too far away. That's, some of you may have heard me mention, but it's Adam and Mark. So we're meeting them back in Lassie again, and we're having a coffee with them and just have a bit of catch up really. They've come back to their holiday home, and unfortunately they've had, as is often the case, been in the countryside and the house being empty, but they've come back, they've now got some mice and things like that, so they've got some work to be done while they're here. And then it's Saturday we are going to Sharon's in the evening with our friends who live across the garden, Frank and David. We're meeting up with them at Sharon's and we're having a pizza night, so that's going to be good. Other than that, there's nothing. I don't think. Then next Thursday I'm getting my hair trimmed again. Other than that, I'm not sure what'll happen in between them, but Sharon and I will no doubt go for another walk. We went for one yesterday actually, which was really nice to do, and we did at the loop. I think I'm going to put that up as a separate video so you see where we walk. And then next Saturday we're going to the same friends, Frank and David's. We're going there. They had their 30th anniversary in March, and they're having a get together there. There was supposed to be a few of us, but sadly, as is often the case, a lot of people are busy, being the summer. So there'll be a small gathering, and we're going to have a nice evening there with them as well. So yeah, so it's the summer and things happen, don't they? And it's quite nice to do these things and see people. Because in the winter everybody tends to hibernate. Oh, it's better. So now I'm going to go back in. I've just put all the washing from the sheet in the washing machine, and there's another lot to go in after that. So I'll be back and forwards to the garden a few times, but I think I'm now going to go back, do another couple of piles of ironing, because I've quite a lot piled up because we've been on holiday, and there's a little pile I left before we went, and where I've not been able to stand very much because my knee was quite painful. I'm now easing myself back into things again. So I did a couple of hours yesterday with a break, and now I'm going to do the same again. So I enjoy ironing. I think I've said to you before, I do enjoy to iron, and I find it quite satisfying. I don't always like the putting away bit, but I do enjoy the ironing. So I shall do that. I shall iron what I've just took off the line, and do what the other bit I've got inside as well. And then maybe another day I'll do what's left here, unless that dries very quickly. I might do it if I'm feeling up to it. And all the bedding from the sheet. I've got bedding, if I don't get it done, I've got spare that I can put on the beds for, and the towels obviously, for ready for the next guest. So I think that's brought you up to date, sort of, even though this video's not going to be going out on real time. Just again sitting here listening to the birds. And yeah, so I shall see you next time. Au revoir.